Hi guys, this is an Apple MacBook Pro 14-inch 2023 model, and I just got this. It's the entry level. It's with 512 gigs. Let's unbox this and see what it looks like. Okay. Wow, that was easy. Now, I haven't owned anything but a 13-inch MacBook Pro all my life. I used to have a 15-inch Dell Inspiron 1525. I used to have a 15-inch Inspiron Dell 1525. And now we have this right here. After so many years, I am buying something bigger than a 13-inch machine. I'm very excited. This is the Indian version. Obviously, it is manufactured in China in Jan of 2023. Right now, today is April the 2nd, 2023. I told myself I will not upgrade any machine for 3 years, but I failed. I got in April 2020, 21, I got the M1 MacBook Pro from Amazon. Anyways, let's unbox this now because I'm super excited. On the back, we have the specs. It's a MacBook Pro 14-inch, and the model number is A2779. So if you're going for the starting variant, this is it. 14-inch MacBook Pro with the Apple M2 Pro chip, 512 gigs and 512 gigs of RAM, of SSD and 16 gigs of RAM. Finally, I can't tell you how many issues I've had with 8 GB RAM. I'm so happy I'm stepping up, amongst other things. Now, buying a new machine, buying a new MacBook is a very personal experience, so I'm not going to ruin this for myself just because I have to take a video. So here we have the two strips, and first we go with the lower one. Okay, that was easy. I'm happy they're using some recycled paper. Save as much as paper as you can. Okay, so two of these come off. Make sure when you get a new one, this is done by you, not for you. Okay, so we get the lid off. Nice thick lid. That's what she said. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee really quick. Now let's look at this machine, man. Okay, so there you have it. That's the machine. Let's see if it's heavy. Oh man, definitely heavier than my 13-inch. This is a 14.2 MacBook versus a 13.3. So 0.9 inches bigger. Nice, good, solid weight. You get an adapter in here. I don't know if I want to take it out right now. I have plenty of 67-watt adapters. The adapter comes with a USB-C. Now this is something different Apple have done. They have a new frayed cable. I don't know how you pronounce it. And you also have the Magsafe, which makes a return. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm pretty sure I can use the old adapter right here. I have 100-watt just for the heck of it, and I'm just going to use the old cable. Don't want to use the new stuff right now. Come off, so I'm just going to keep this here. Very, very happy and excited. Let's see if this machine, on first impression, of course I can already tell that it's an Apple MacBook Pro. Okay, so they've changed something here. I feel this feels more like paper than ever before with the MacBook, and the ideal way to open this is to invert this or flip it over. Look at this, man. Just look at the beauty, man. So this is the second generation 14-inch machine by Apple. You have the M1 Pro machine, And this is the M2 Pro machine. Beautiful Apple logo. It'll never look this clean. Let's look at what ports we have on the side. We have two USB-C ports, a headphone jack on the left. Did not use the headphone jack on my previous machine. The Magsafe is right here. And on the right hand side, oh good God. Because my stuff is kept here, I'm happy they have a port on the right, but I'm not sure if this will work for charging basis. You have an HDMI out and a surprise SDXC card now. So Apple, you are very funny. You first take away things. My 2015 MacBook Pro Retina had all of these things included, and now you're bringing it back and we're paying more for it. Excelente. But in all fairness, I paid about 1 lakh rupees for the MacBook Pro 2015, and I paid about 2 lakh rupees for this. So yeah, double the price in, wow man, wow. Wow, let's, I don't want to take it off, but I have to. Voila, beautiful. So let me see if I can put some light on this and show you guys what it looks like. There you have it. The screen is supposed to be a mini LED. It's supposed to be a step up, I believe, from the existing 13.3 M1 MacBook Pro. You also have the M2 MacBook Pro, and then you have this keyboard. I'm gonna miss the touch bar. I'm probably the only guy in the whole world who loves the touch bar, and I'm probably gonna miss it. But I will be doing a comparison video to compare this computer and my previous one. Now, what kind of battery life was I getting after 231 charges on the M1 MacBook Pro? I was getting something like six hours battery. You know, that's what I was getting towards the end of it. And at the very most, I'll probably get about 10 hours if I'm just watching. So first impression of this machine, okay, I'm gonna miss the touch bar, you know. I really liked it, probably the only guy in the whole world who liked the touch bar, but I mean it, man, I love the touch bar. Many people say it added no utility. Piss off, man, I really like my touch bar, all right? I don't need any accessibility for now, so I'm just gonna skip that bit. I'm gonna connect with my Wi-Fi. Now, one question everyone's going to ask me is it really all that much in weight? To be fair with you, it does feel heavier for sure, but it's something I can live with. My only concern will be that I'm so used to putting this on my stomach when I watch something on YouTube. I just hope that is still as pleasant an experience, because in the evening I like to do that, you know. Also, very quickly, I want to see if this charges it on the right hand side, or are the charging ports only located on the left. Oh yes, oh beauty, finally this works on the right hand side. I was so unhappy because they moved it to the left. I had to actually use an extension cord so that this could go all the way to the left. But that's good, man. I'm really happy with USB-C. I don't see myself using Magsafe, to be honest with you. I don't care about how quickly it charges. I don't really, that's not why I got the machine, right? I can live, it's saying there's an update. I'll do that later. Data and privacy. Not now. You can use the migration up, you know, set up later. Skip the Apple ID for now. Agree to everything. All right, dude. Now, one of the reasons I upgraded from my 2018 MacBook Pro to the M1 MacBook Pro was the battery, and of course the screen quality and display quality. I've used this barely for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It's 10:24 a.m. in the morning, and I can already tell you that the screen is crystal clear. The difference is probably more than I was expecting. Like when I went from a MacBook Air in 2012, I mean, I was using a 2012 MacBook Air, you know, and I went to the touch bar, the Force Touch MacBook from 2015. There was a huge difference, right? So when you go from a non-Retina MacBook Pro to a Retina MacBook, I think you can tell the difference, and sincerely, I think there's a huge improvement in terms of screen quality. Like watching Casey Neistat old school videos on this would be a treat.
This is a $1,400 AI powered motorized electric shoe.
Wow, I can't even tell you how clean this is, how beautiful it looks. First impression of this machine is, of course, the display is 50% of your machine. If your display is better, your life is going to be a whole lot better. And am I able to tell it's a slightly bigger screen? Yes. Am I able to tell that it's more clear? Yes. Do I feel the brightness is a bit less? Yes. I feel the brightness could be a little more, but that could be because I've turned on certain settings. Let's see if we can make the display a little brighter. It's at full brightness right now. It's been preset to the XDR display at 1600 nits. But if you notice, every time something becomes clearer, you feel the brightness is a bit lacking. My room is pretty dark right now compared to what I normally function in. My office is pretty big. I like to keep it a little bigger, but you know what? Let's just use the default for now and see if we can get used to it. Night shift we can schedule. I like to do that. Some other things I like to do. I'm thinking about not using this as a new MacBook and not upgrading or migrating, but we'll see about that. This is Ventura 13.0. Feels so good, I can't tell you, man. And I'm gonna see how good it is or bad it is the first time you're using Note. And okay, so title can be title. Don't let the sun beat down upon my face. Stars fill my dream. I'm a traveler of both time and space to be where I have been. Please bear in mind that any new MacBook you buy, you will fly on it. So even if I was to get a new keyboard for my old MacBook, I would fly on it. Having said that, the resting place for your hand, it feels good. The typing on a new MacBook is one of those gifts in life. You know, why am I typing everything? One of those gifts in life, you know. And this is no different. I love the keyboard. I love the keyboard. I'm also a little about certain things. I like to, you know, make sure my screen is as scratch free as possible. So I like to keep cleaning my screen with some kind of, you know, a microfiber cloth. I like to do that because I don't like how ugly the MacBook becomes. And I found that if you do it 3 times a week or 4 times a week, it's very good for you. I'm thinking about making a video on cleaning your MacBook. Also, these surfaces of the keyboard, a lot of dirt and dust gets inside them. So if you take a little brush and you just brush them underneath, it's really helpful and it makes your old MacBooks also much better. Just a quick tip for you guys. How good are the speakers? We'll just have to see. Okay guys, time for a quick speaker test. I'm gonna put it on full volume and we're gonna play some Indian music. Okay, let's play some Indian Ocean. This is full volume. Man, you know what, dude? Just for the speakers alone, I think it's worth the 10-20,000 rupee increment. Now, here's how I explain these purchases to myself. It's very filling. The sound is very filling. I'm sure it's coming across on this also. Spend most intents and purposes. Well, today what we're gonna do is we're gonna review. I think the audio quality is fantastic. I don't think I'll be needing the Bose Flex anymore to be connected with this, because right here, right, when you're watching something, the sound is right here. It's so in your face without being in your face. I hope you get my drift. Definitely loving the sound on this. This is the mosh pit, you know, in front of the concert. You have the mosh pit where people dance and push each other. Right here. I can't stress how good the sound is. I think the display and sound so far have been quite surprising. Now let's look at the camera and see what we look like on this. It's all right. It's a big improvement. I would say it's 1 or 2 levels above the M1 MacBook. The grains are a whole lot less. If I increase the brightness, or if I have put a lamp on my face, in that case, I want to say that I can definitely see that there are a lot of grains, but even in average light, which my room has, not much light right now, I think it's a pretty formidable thing. And what if I switch off, if I was to switch off by light, this is a bit of a darker room with a little ambient lighting right here. And I still think it's pretty good. It's a good improvement. If I want to stream from this, I think I'll be doing that. You still have those cool effects of Apple. I like how Apple doesn't change much about this. I don't want them to change anything about it. I mean, it's great stuff, you know. And of course, just one thing I want to tell you, dude. When you buy a new computer, that's the time, you know, Apple stuff is the fastest, but in a year or two, you know what happens. This came with about 60% of battery, and with a 100-watt charger, it is saying from 73 to 100% in about an hour. I'm okay with that. This is my old MacBook. This is the MacBook Pro M1. I can't believe I'm calling it old. It's less than 2 years old, so I've kept it in very decent condition, you know, because I've cleaned the screen many times, like I was telling you, and I highly recommend you do the same. Frankly, holding this or using this, even when I was taking it out of my bag, I realized how much lighter and sleeker this design is. So if you are happy with the MacBook Pro 2016 experience, suggest you stick with it. But if you want something new and better, now I've changed the wallpaper, so it's the same wallpaper on the two. As you can see, the screen to the naked eye looks somewhat bigger, right? And it also looks a lot higher. I think they've changed the aspect ratio a bit. They've got rid of these borders, you know, and these borders are now very thin along here. And you have a nice big camera array. I don't know if Face ID actually works in this. We'll find that out. In terms of the keyboard, I still love this keyboard. I can still fly on it. Like, you want me to show you that? All right, dude. This should be my review for now. First impressions, screen is much better. It's much more vivacious and brighter. The colors really pop on it. And the difference will probably be told in a few days. Now when I'm looking at the screen, I just can't look away from this, you know, because this is so much more superior in every given way. And it's fascinating how Apple have managed to do this, and, you know, kudos to them. I like the keyboard a lot. The speakers, as you heard extensively, are fantastic. Definitely heavier. If you still want to buy this guy, I got this for 1,16,000 when it came out, and this is for 2 lakh rupees, as you saw. The other difference is that you also feel that the screen is a bit off. There are a lot of ports on this. You have the SDXC port, you have 3 USB-C ports, you also have the HDMI out if you ever need to use that. I'm guessing I will use that a couple of times. You have the Magsafe option. Why would you use Magsafe? I don't know. I didn't miss it. But Apple wanted to come up with some proprietary stuff of their own, I guess. But I'm going to be sticking with the USB-C. We'll see if that changes at all. Besides that, Touch ID was easy to set up. I like how this is a bigger button, but it's no biggie. Like, I love this also. I will miss the touch bar. The touch bar is a good experience. If you're in the market for a new MacBook and you're coming from a MacBook Air, I strongly recommend you stick with the 13-inch M2 model of this. It's probably for 1,20,000 Indian rupees. I would recommend this to only those people who are wise enough or stupid enough to just pay the difference and be done with it, because curiosity kills the cat in my case, and that's what happened, dude. It's downloading the 5 GB update. It's gonna take about 3 minutes. I'm sure this machine will serve me fine. I like the camera way more. The camera on this is not all that. But again, Apple, you could still do better than on the first impression. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think the camera was that impressive. Everything else, pretty much the same, except the display. The sound is different now. I will be doing extensive tests on Final Cut and also on iMovie, and I'll be seeing how quickly I can update a file, export a file. So thank you for watching this unboxing / first impression video. Like I said, I will be doing a lot of reviews comparing the 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro and the 14-inch MacBook Pro. I'm not going to sell this for the next 2-3 months, so I can come back after 2 months and compare the both, and then we'll sell it. Maybe you'll buy it. If you want to buy this, let me know. I haven't done the migration yet. I'm thinking about skipping that. This has 512 GB SSD. This has 256 GB. This is an 8 GB RAM. This is 16 GB RAM. I get 100 notifications about how slow it is becoming. It's just an indulgence. I try to tell myself that I should treat myself to something, been working hard, yada, yada, yada. It's all bullshit. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Some bonus video for you, shot from my iPhone. I'm trying to download the 20 GB raw video which I just took for this, and I'm gonna be, using my external SSD to actually, import the library of this. Basically, this is what I use for iMovie. So I'm gonna try and see how quickly this makes this video. I'm just gonna edit this video on this machine and tell you guys how long everything took. So please bear with me, guys. I'm sorry for the shoddy quality. This is shot from the iPhone. You can tell me if it's any better or worse. 20 GB export from the SDXC directly to my SanDisk SSD. It's taking 3.5 minutes. I'm okay with that. That's a fast enough transfer. What do you... So guys, it's been 10 minutes and it's still saying 4 more minutes. Frankly, this is not as fast as I was expecting it to be. Now, I don't know if this is because the source and the export is on the same disk and this is going a bit warm. So maybe the SSD of this is into consideration, but I'm not going to make any excuses. It is what it is. 25-minute video and it takes 15 minutes. Not the best deal in the world, is it? But it's all right, dude. I think I'll live somehow.